What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Gnome G. I'm in here with Mayor Socrates and Boss Man Jay tonight. We got a lot of Trump news for you and a whole bunch of just stuff about the war of Trump and him throwing his salt on his Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, what's the business?
So on Monday, or I don't know if it was Monday or going into the weekend last week, Trump had basically threw Pete Hegseth, the head of defense, under the bus, saying that it was a great idea to go into Iran. Pretty much, he didn't want to take any blame for striking Iran in the beginning, so he used Pete Hegseth as a someone he could throw under the bus. I think production has an actual video of him saying that. We can roll that real quick.
Pete, I think you were the first one to speak up, and you said, let's do it. I called Pete, I called General Kane, I called a lot of our great people. We have great people, and I said, let's talk. We got a problem in the Middle East. We have a country known as Iran that for 47 years has been just a purveyor of terror, and they're very close to having a nuclear weapon. Pete, I think you were the first one to speak up, and you said, let's do it, because you can't let them have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
that's all that man do is fucking lie, bro. Like everything that come out his mouth, and to me, it's just a lie. And then he'll turn right around and say some shit, and then somebody else will ask him about it, and he'll deny it. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Like, you just said this.
Yeah, and not to say that Pete Hegseth didn't have a role in them going over there, but you can't sit there and say that it was all his planning when we know Trump he's so into himself, and he thinks everything he says and does is right, that he jumped out the building as soon as he got the call from Netanyahu or the Israeli defense. Clearly they gave him the green light to go over there and to do what he did. He just ain't jumped by himself. But it wasn't Pete Hegseth. I say it was Israel.
Exactly, but Trump don't want people to know that Israel is the one that's really running this shit.
Yeah.
Now he try to place blame on somebody else. So when everything goes horribly wrong, like it's been going, he can say, "Well, it wasn't my fault. I'm the greatest.
I'm the greatest." Exactly. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Well, Pete Higgs said. Also, I mean, we could all agree he a piece of S himself. You know what I'm saying? He's not the nicest guy. He's not the guy. Really, he shouldn't be in that role at all. If we're being honest about it. But Pete Higgs said that's what he's there for. He's there to get thrown under the bus. He's there to be a puppet, a tool to be used as the bad guy, a face that we can all attach the blame to. While the system and this dynasty continues. What you would call this colonial dynasty? Wouldn't you call that?
Oh yeah. That's what they're shooting for. This is why he went and asked for the $200 billion to go to war, to continue the war. This is why he with $100 million for food and dining and luxury items, and we all know that was to build the wealth, to build the prosperity of his bloodline and the people that are associated with him. And we know that's the main reason why Trump is doing what he's doing. He's building the wealth and he's building the power structure for his family. It's not for Americans. It's not for the protection of Americans while they're in Iran and doing these things. It is to build the wealth and to continue to have a certain power structure within America, but instilled into their family, their bloodline, and their close associates. But once again, with that being said, Trump is still the one running the show, at least the front the front, here in America as the face, and like I said, it's Netanyahu in front of him. But Trump is the one that's trying to cycle and get and siphon all of the money as much as he can. And he has said he can be collateral damage as much as Trump wants, because
as soon as he say something Trump don't fucking like, he gone.
Yep, exactly. So only with these guys is the only thing that I see from Trump and from Pete Hegseth is that they're gonna keep kicking the can down the road to get what they want. But the problem is they poked the wrong bear in Iran. So now they're in a weird predicament right now, to where
keep kicking the can down the road, but at the expense of American lives, though.
Yep, exactly.
None of the other family members or kids or none of that is over there trying to fight this war that they started for no reason.
Yep. I'm glad you brought that up, Mayor Socrates, because that kind of segues, right into one of the other topics that we were going to jump into tonight, and that was, I believe, the bill that got passed for the defense, automatically, registering men in between the ages of 18 and 26 for the draft. So I'm glad you brought that point up.
Like automatically. So, but let me ask this question before you get into it. Is Trump gonna send his youngest over there?
Man,
because he's of that age, so he's automatically entered.
Well, I will say this, and Baron Trump, like you said, Mayor Socrates, he's in between that age of 18 and 26. He has ran up hundreds of millions of dollars, allegedly by insider trading, the crypto markets and stock markets, by getting inside information allegedly from his daddy Trump. So, I mean, if he could get insider info on trading to enrich himself,
he could pick up a gun.
He could pick up a gun, and he could go over to Iran and do his 1-2 thing. But not to get too off topic, their family is known draft dodgers. If you go into Trump's family history, his grandfather was a draft dodger from Germany, and he did not want to fight, or he did not want to get instill into their mandatory military at I forget what age, but you have to do military service. He ducked that and came to America, ran like a brothel and sold liquor, made a fortune, and then went back over to Germany and tried to get back his German passport and his German citizenship, but Germany denied him. So he never became a German citizen ever again. But I mean, that's just a little history on Trump's family.
How ironic that this president, out of all presidents, reinstituting or even talking about reinstituting the draft for mandatory military service when your lineage comes from draft dodging.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. All he does is lie. Like, he has so many lies and so much just hypocrisy about him. It's just crazy, man. Like, damn.
But Pete Hicks said for him to get thrown on the bus, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel bad for him at all. This is why these people are put in these positions. And you remember, I don't know if y'all even remember, but like back in the day, Donald Rumsfeld was like the scapegoat for George Bush. You know what I'm saying? It was like, he was the bad guy. He would tell you all the bad news. He would tell you all the info on the people who got killed and all the military maneuvers. And it was like the president didn't have to deal with that, really.
No.
Which
our president like dealing with it because he like being in the spotlight. Well, go ahead, man.
Yeah, but that's why Trump went and appointed all these people that ain't qualified to drive a school bus in positions of power. Like, y'all, man, like it's a joke, bro. This man got Lawrence Taylor Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
He don't know what he gonna do, but he here. And,
Hey, I don't know what I'm here for, but I'm here. Yeah. To be
remember,
the scapegoat.
President Trump put Leonard McMahon over the Department of Education.
Education. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Triple H was up there. Lawrence Taylor. Like, these people don't even know why they there. They just know, oh, I'm going to be on camera with the president.
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor in the White House right now, flaming up.
So this is where you get, when you have those erratic decisions like that, and you are a compulsive liar, this is where you get the results that you're getting. This is where you're getting a man that is having the youth of America having to be automatically registered to go in to the military, but also raising the age of being able to join the military up to 42 years old.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
We have a honorary veteran on the show in this age rate. So Boss Man Jay, let us know how you feel about this, being a veteran, and just the actual mental and physical mentality and shape that you got to be in to even be in that type of environment.
First off, dude, this is a fucking joke. To kind of section it off from 35 to 42. Like, why 42? Let's just do 50. Let's do a round number, you know what I'm saying? Let's do 45, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for real, they know this kind of signals that we don't care about your physical or emotional or mental fitness. We need some people to be targets, and a lot of you might die. We got into this when we talked about how Pete Hegseth and the president said during war, you know, people die. You know, people will die. And that's just war. Shout out Stone and McFly in the comments. What up, cuz? But, man, fellow veteran Stone and McFly, thank you for your service. The Army increasing the enlistment age 35 to 42 years old. Like I said, it's a fucking joke, first off. The Army and war and all this kind of stuff, to be honest, for me, I think that's a young man game, bro. By the time you 35 and got a mortgage and shit, man, you can't go to fucking war, dude. you ain't, hey, sit your old ass down, man.
Trump said, man, y'all about to be out there like Braun, but in the military. Y'all better be out there performing, running, jumping.
Hey, don't think you can be that just got Braun out there defying gravity. Hell no, man.
I'm talking about some be all you can be in the Army. All I can be is a motherfucking in a wheelchair. Fucking got me out there having an asthma attack at 43 years old. Shit.
And then you got these guys out here trying to, you know, really, because some guys will take their dumb ass out there thinking they can go out there at 40 years old or 42. And then let's just be honest, man. You wasn't in shape at 21. How the hell you going to be in shape at 41?
Hey, bro, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, girl, I ain't been athletic since fucking high school. You think, well, thank God I'm already past that age. But if I was 42 years old, you think I'd be volunteering for a fucking military when I ain't did nothing athletic in 20 years?
I mean, and we just looking at the averages in America, you know what I'm saying? American men over 35, bruh. You're not ready to get out there and run these miles. You're not ready to do bear crawl through the mud. You're not doing it. You got a mortgage and back pain and a bedtime.
Run off and do nothing. Run my ass to a bathroom. Fucking running nowhere.
Hey, you hear me? I said you got a mortgage.
You at that age that everything's a complaint. Why is it so loud out here? Why is everybody doing all this talking? Man, can y'all be quiet over there? God damn.
But they shoot for now.
Yeah, clean your area up.
Hey, shout out Stoney. Stoney said, I already did my part for the money. That's all they getting out of me. won't take all my health away.
Yeah,
I know
right.
that's real. But that's what your president is asking of the next generation, and even some of the older gentlemen, they asking you to get out there. If you're 36 years old and you're still athletic and you want to go out there and serve your country, you know.
Yeah, 40, where you run every time you make a move. Oh, man, you're gonna be in a gay position the way trying to reposition.
Go recruit them YNs.
Stoney said, "I like my freedom." Yeah, we need some YNs out there for sure. All y'all young guys out there.
Shit, they too hot.
That's what I'm telling you. You know how hard it is, but they are loosening the restrictions. So they even said that even if you had a one-time marijuana possession or something like that, they'll even let you through the gates nowadays, because it's just
they just need bodies. They need that motherfucker field to be filled with a bunch of bodies.
Because back in the day, you couldn't have nothing to get in the Army on your health test. None of that. I know multiple people that got turned away because they had maybe the sickle cell trait or, any little thing. Like, you can't just join up. Yeah. They ain't playing with high blood pressure.
My feet got to do with me running. I can still run. Shit.
Get your flat feet ass down. You finna get us all killed. Hey, but for real though, I'm glad Stoney on here, man. Shout out to all the veterans, man. But right now, this generation, we sending this generation to war, bruh. I don't know about this.
We in trouble.
I don't know about this, Stoney.
We gonna be out there trying to fight each other.
But yeah, that age range is crazy. That just show you right there. These folks don't care about you. They say, "Hey, you 40? Hey, yeah, we'll send you. We got 2 more years to get out of you."
Yeah, come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
Time about to expire.
Crazy work.
Crazy work, bro.
But again, I just want to know when he put his son out there.
We know he ain't about to put a Baron out there.
But that's the question a lot of these parents with these 18 to 26-year-old kids need to be asking.
Yeah.
You asking me to give my child to you. Are you going to do the same?
Yeah.
Are you willing to put your child on that front line?
See, the problem that we know we have, because we know the MAGA cult that's still backing Trump, and they have kids around that age, they're not going to say that Trump is wrong. Even though they know damn well they don't want their kids to go to no war.
Well, you got me and listen. I got some boys that qualify for that age. And as soon as it come calling, I might have to go ahead and break one of their legs. So you can't go. Go over there fighting that war for nothing, man. Ain't got shit to do with you.
But also our president Trump has been saying like it's about to be over with. The gas price about to go back up. Go back down, and he about to wrap this deal up this weekend. And then it came out. One of the senators went on the news and said that the president had instructed them to not make a deal. So what the hell going on?
Senator Cruz and I came up with a plan. We said, look, it's a 2-step process. The Democrats have offered to open up everything but ICE. Ted and I said, okay, let's accept their offer. And then at the same time, we would offer a bill for reconciliation where we don't need any Democratic votes to do whatever we wanted to do with ICE. And that way we're out of the shutdown and DHS is back open. We submitted that. Senator Cthulhu submitted that to President Trump, as is his right. He said no deals with the Democrats. It would have worked. We could have had TSA paid by the end of the week, but the president said no deal.
Hey, them folks, man.
Man, the dude, bro, is just a big liar, man. His whole damn campaign was ran on getting prices lower. And with his first 100 days, everything went up.
Pay them damn folks, man. We talking about sending troops to the Middle East, 3,000 troops from the Army's elite 82nd Airborne for Iran war deployment. And, you know, it's just really unfortunate that these older men play with these younger lives. And I had saw one time, you remember, I think that was on our last show last week, we had the statement by fucking Space Ghost. What was his name? You remember?
Yeah,
no?
Space God.
Space God.
Space God.
Yeah.
How you feel about this war shit going on right now?
Man, this cap ass shit, man. That what y'all call a war? Come on, man.
What you mean?
This shit a skirmish or whatever you talking about. This shit a scruffle. This shit a squabble, man. This ain't no war, nigga. War, nigga, whole solar system, whole planets and shit down. Nigga black out your whole moon, your whole sun, all that. But this here going on, man. This. Y'all ain't doing nothing to nobody, man. Y'all out here just fucking each other up like that easy. Anybody can fight their brother, their sister. Go outside the planet, fight somebody. Y'all fighting folks on y'all same planet. Like, come on, man. That's lame, yeah, man. That ain't no real war. I go to war, get up, but I'm going to war with nigga even quadrant 39, quadrant 99, quadrant 57. See what I'm saying? We taking our whole galaxy, whole solar system. So did what y'all do, y'all neighbors. Come on, man. It ain't nobody this smooth, ain't nobody cool, ain't nobody this smooth. People, gas price about to go up. Folk about to get evicted. All these, man. Y'all talking about fighting each other, man.
So we need to call a truce then.
Huh?
So we need to call a truce, basically.
I mean, really what y'all need to do is just get both old leaders in the building to make them folks hit. Y'all catch the one, whoever win, bro right, bro wrong. Situation did dead. So I'm saying, get them folks in there, make them catch the one. That's it.
Say less.
Get them folks in there, make them catch the one. Just like that. Hey, I'm with that. Real talk.
And we know that ain't gonna how it works.
We're talking to him, we're shitting on this one.
Yeah, Trump can't even go to the bathroom right.
But yeah, definitely,
Yeah, funny, man.
They talking about, starting April 20th, they're going to make the door a little wider for the, maximum age for enlistment.
That's crazy to me, bro. You that desperate to lose American lives.
I guess the young people ain't signing up fast enough.
Yeah, they don't want to go. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
And
you gotta think. Go ahead, man, Socrates.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta think too, like Gen Z is probably the least hard-nosed generation. They didn't grow up outside every day, running around,
no struggle,
falling down, scruffing their knees up, playing backyard football every day, playing basketball outside on the court.
They don't know poverty, struggle.
Yeah, a lot of them. Just not to get too off track, but there's there's a social media trend where the parents, the millennial parents that grew up, less fortunate and grew up in the hood or grew up in the projects or whatever, and they went up to their kids and told them square up. The kids ain't know what to do. They was over there dancing and you know what I mean? They didn't know what square up meant.
They don't know what it meant.
Motherfuckers so suburban, they on the ground trying to make a box with their bodies.
Yeah, they don't know where their parents came from and really the struggles and the things that they had to do to just get to the life that they currently have to give to their children. So it's not a bad thing that some of these kids don't know, some of these things, but when in a time of war, in a time where you got to be mentally tough and you could lose your life at any minute, growing up a certain way and growing up in certain situations builds a certain spirit and a mentality in you when you actually go into these certain situations where Gen Z, I'm not gonna say all, but a good portion of them have been babied in a sense of the way that they grew up. A lot of them couldn't get spanked by their parents because of CPS. CPS wasn't around when we was growing up. You ain't calling no CPS. You about to get your head knocked off.
Man, you try to call CPS, they'll dial the number for you and beat your ass while you on the phone with them. Fuck you talking about? But let's just be real, bro. These motherfuckers, this new generation, they're too sensitive, man. They're too sensitive. You can't say shit to them without them scrunching their faces up and about to cry. They get depressed about every damn thing.
So how they gonna be automatically drafting these motherfuckers, man?
Shit, you finna have a battlefield full of unstable, sensitive motherfuckers that as soon as somebody fucking kick dirt on their feet, they depressed.
But then they gotta come back here and now you gotta treat them.
Man, it's gonna be bad for them because they the softest generation. They ain't like they went in tough. Cause see, Gen Z will have a few of those real hard-nosed American, fight for your country, crack open a Budweiser, and I'm gonna give me the guns and I'm gonna go in blazing type people. You know, a lot of them is millennials on up though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna find too many of them as the young kids. That mentality done left a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna find those hard-nosed American, I'm gonna die for the American flag, American eagle. You're not gonna find those types. Those types
or when stuff get hard and stuff goes to shit, somebody who's still gonna lean on their training and not their emotions, like it get real. You know, I literally had to pick up body parts out of off the battlefield. So you, at a early 20s, you know what I'm saying? Some people shouts out to them. But a lot of people didn't even make it through that stuff. And the people who did make it through it, mine ain't totally the same as it was before. Yeah. You know, so like to your point, Mayor Socrates, a lot of these kids are unstable to the fact where it may throw them deeper into a state of delusion or state of, depression and all that type of stuff. So
you could really see, like, because we've already had the American Sniper and the story about him and how he took all those people, but he came back with the PTSD. They made a movie about him, but we know there's so many other real stories that have never been told, all the way back to World War II. You could say, where people are just, their brains is just, cooked. They're not even the same person, and you got to think. The Gen Z, like I said, is going to be the worst to deal with this. So you got to think 20, 30 years down the line. How are these kids, when they become older people, how are they going to be in America?
I just want to go back to the point Pete Hegseth said, going to Congress to ask for $200 billion. Bruh, we're going to be looking for what's the next number? $200 trillion. I mean, another forever war, which that costs money. You know what I'm saying? And then with all of this conflict going on, that decreases productivity. So we're not making the money that we could be making because we're over here spending money on these wars, and things are just spiraling out of control.
Man, my bad.
No, go ahead.
He talking about some $200 million for luxury and fine dining and all that. Man, this new generation, them boys be out there painting their motherfucking fingernails and shit. That motherfucker ain't picking up no motherfucking rifle and shoot at nobody.
Man, that's
I'm not about to break my nail.
Oh, man. And to get back on the point of that $200 billion, asking for to extend this war out. I saw a video of all of the things that we could do with that $200 billion. We could basically end homelessness. We could basically end homelessness in America. We could basically put a generation of kids through school, tuition free. And there was a few other things. So just wrap your head around how much money these people are asking to go to war and to not benefit, for one, not to benefit America, because this is not about our freedom. They can't sell us this is for your freedom anymore. Remember, that's what they used to love to sell us on. This is for your freedom. This is to fight terrorism. And they're still kind of using that angle, but nobody's believing that. Nobody's believing the terrorism angle anymore.
And
So
and you can also say this. So you asking for 200 billion, but how you gonna ask this new generation to go out here and fight a war and come home to what? When you got vets that are homeless now, you got vets that are fighting for their benefits now, and then now you turning around and asking more people to join. When they've seen the history of how you treat soldiers.
Right, well, you can go all throughout all the cities in the United States, but especially the major cities. Go to LA and go to Skid Row and go ask those people out there. I bet you know how many your ex-military are on Skid Row out there in LA, just alone in LA. I mean, that's probably the biggest, homeless section in America. And I bet there's a good percentage of them that are military, that were ex-military, that have been out there forever, never got their VA benefits, never really got any way where they got stable once they left and came home. They're just on the street and they've forgotten about it.
And these are people that fought for your so-called country, and fought for your so-called freedom. But then when they come home to nothing. They can't even get help. But now you talking about asking fucking 18 to 26-year-olds to join up.
But did y'all hear about the admiral who was forced to resign out of the Navy because he refused to do the illegal orders from Hegseth and Trump? Black man.
I mean, salute to him because he did not want to commit war crimes. He didn't want to commit war crimes. He did not want to go and put his reputation on the line for an incompetent president. I mean, the man was in his position for almost 40 years in the Navy. I'm pretty sure he knows what the hell he's doing, and he knows when something is not right. You know,
he lived his life on that.
Yeah, and I mean, you've seen these type of situations in fictional movies. These are not real movies, but I've seen where, somebody is given an order and they don't take the order because within that time and in that situation, it would not have been smart for that order to have been fulfilled because it would have put innocent people or the wrong people in danger, or their people in danger, where they could end up dying because you made a decision out of emotion. Because I'm pretty sure the decision that Trump told this man to make was an emotional decision. It was not.
And Trump out here playing this war like it's a video game, bro. Oh, that's okay. We can do this today. We'll just hit reset on the game. It'll be all right tomorrow.
This whole thing, this incident that this man is talking about, it was in reference to the fishing boats or the illegal boats that were hit off the coast of these Latin American countries, and the order was given to double tap or make sure everybody was dead. So they went back to confirm, they could have saved some of these people, and they actually ended them. So allegedly.
So,
I
remember that. And that's exactly what it is. That double tap is illegal.
It's illegal.
It's illegal within the international law. You cannot double tap and go and civilian. You cannot do that. This is why this man withdrew from that. He withdrew from that order because he already knew what Trump was trying to have him do. See, Trump, and this goes back to the beginning of the show and what we were talking about with Trump. He will throw anybody under the bus to make himself look like the man.
This is a man who's barking out orders that has no military background.
I mean, like we said before, allegedly this man can't even go to the bathroom the right way. Reports have said that he can't even go to the restroom the right way, and this is all the way back in the apprentice days in the early to mid 2000s. So this is somebody who can't even go to the bathroom properly. He's running our country, and he's lying every 2 seconds, and it's sick because a base of people that are within our country that are still standing behind him. See, this is the funny thing. If the base of people that we call MAGA, the little bit that are still left, would actually stand up and say something, you know how much change we probably could have? We could probably have a whole lot of change very fast. But it's also the people who don't say anything that still believe the same thing MAGA believes, who won't say anything and won't do anything because they want a certain structure to stay within America, even though they're not even getting any benefits. They're not getting benefits. They're not benefiting anything. You're seeing the gas pump right now. Trump has just came out and said that he doesn't care what happens to the gas prices. As long as I'm doing what I got to do, I can care less. He don't care.
He did come out the other day and he saved the stock market because one of his well-timed press releases that he put out was saying that, just different information, and it affected the stock market in the way that, some people made a lot of money.
Yep.
So I want to read it for you. Breaking just 5 minutes before the Trump's announcement to halt the attacks on Iran, massive trades reportedly hit the market. In one move, $1.5 billion in S&P 500 futures was bought, while $192 million in oil futures was sold. These orders were 4 to 6 times larger than anything else at the time. The trader seemingly made huge gains, unusual.
Yep. And that's the insider trading that we were just talking about with his son, Barron Trump. He made a lot of money throughout. Not saying that this was him with the trade, but it was obviously somebody. Could have been. But it's obviously somebody within the Trump circle, somebody that had inside information, knowing that Trump was going to prop up the stock market on Monday because he knew that the market was taking a hit and he needed to have some good news. So he made that lie up saying that Iran has had negotiations with him about ceasefire. So as soon as he said that Monday, boom, that person made huge money, hundreds of millions of dollars, I'll take it. And this is how he's been making money the last year and a half. Basically playing with the stock market, playing with the crypto markets, taking bribes.
Allegedly.
I was just about to say shit.
I mean, the man made over $6-7 billion in a year and a half, and he ain't working. What he doing? How he make $6-7 billion?
Hey, somebody had an extra 1.5. Shit, down to 1.6 laying around to make this move, to make this jug. Cause that's all they doing. They getting licked. These boys is, man, gangsters. The real gangsters, man.
For real. Not people running around with shiesties and got switches. Not saying it's not a level to it, but that's baseline gangsterism, man.
Yeah. We talking the real gangsters. The $1 billion moves gangsters. Like, shit, this shit for real, man.
Moving whole markets, illegal insider trading that you should be jailed for. People are just doing it.
Putting your partners in places, putting your partners in spots. That's like, man, gangster. You want your partner ain't got no qualifications. Putting him in a position. That's gangster.
Yeah,
But also, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking a little bit, but it's hypocrisy at its finest because also we heard through public records show that President Trump voted by mail in Florida special election, despite his rhetoric opposing the mail-in voting. Remember? So, like, it's all hypocrisy, bro. Politics is all smoke and mirrors. I saw one of the memes earlier this week, and it was Trump negotiating with Iran, and it was a picture of Trump standing in the mirror talking to himself. And it's like, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's whatever the public believes at this point. If you believe it, I mean, it's true.
Because we know right now we've had multiple of our military bases hit all throughout the Middle East. All of our allies, all these bases being hit. Multiple people have been unalived. That's why the draft and all this has been instilled, and that the number of the ages went up is because we're not winning. We're not winning what's going on. Like Bossman Jay said, they can tell us what they want to tell us, on these media outlets, and they can prop up what they want to prop up to make it look good, propping up the stock market, making it look like the economy is just great. But in reality, we're over in a country that we should have no business being over. Multiple countries have said throughout the years, while you do not invade Iran, but since, once again, we want to go work for the small hats and Netanyahu, and not really be for our country, we have put ourselves in what they call a pickle. They put themselves in a pickle as the military has, and as the government, DC. They put everybody in a situation that is not just going to end. Iran has said multiple times that they are not ceasing fire. Trump has said that I think the war is going to be won here soon, or it's going to be over soon. He said this multiple times in the last 2 weeks. He's stated that it's going to be over, and every time Iran has come out and said no, we have not had any talks about ceasing fire. So this is not about to end anytime soon. We are going to be affected by it here in America, and it's sad to say that this administration would not be here. It does not want to actually be in this country to build our country up the way it should be. Make America great again, but you definitely not doing it. Make Israel great again. You need to change that name, buddy.
Exactly. And Iran, like I said, man, Trump is playing this shit like it's a video game. Iran, like, ain't no timeout. Y'all can't fuck with us for no reason. Exactly. What you mean timeout? Cause we winning now? So you want a timeout? No, bro. We finna end this shit.
Yeah. And we are nowhere near their capabilities in weaponry and military, and the amount of weaponry that they have compared to us. I mean, they can keep shooting and bombing for a very long time. I forget the actual numbers and metrics behind it, but Iran has a lot of military power behind them, a lot of missiles, a whole lot of drones. They have all kinds of things to
also help from Russia and China.
Yeah.
And that's another part of this whole thing. But another part of it that I want to bring up is, did you know that the next part of this war is not even going to be fought above sea level? They talking about going and hitting the damn wires in under the damn sea. Because, 90% of all these waterways, 90% of all the data in the world go through the Strait of Hormuz, not just oil. So we talking a whole nother level of war now. Now these motherfuckers gonna have scuba divers fucking trying to go sabotage wires under the damn sea.
Yeah, this definitely sounding like a 007. Like, you got to think about all of the black ops that are being hired right now, that are all over there, and not even the military, but just the hitmen, the political hitmen, the John Wicks of the world, the spies, the 007, you know what I mean, the James Bonds, the John Wicks. These are the people that are getting called out right now. You know what I mean? Like, they always give us the military and soldiers and all that, but there's a whole nother level to it. Like you just said, Boss Man Jay, they're going underwater. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now.
Cyber attacks.
Yeah.
So another part of it, another part of the whole, debacle that is this war. Some of the companies are making statements like we talked about Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines said Congress, the VIP airport perks they no longer get to use those. So that y'all gonna ride with the rest of us. Y'all gonna ride right there and coach with the rest of us. And Delta Airlines making a stand saying, fuck y'all fucking over the people. Let's get these TSA people paid because this is crazy, bro. And it's crazy. I'm going on vacation this weekend. I'm going on vacation, bro. So I'm hoping TSA is this whole thing figured out. I've been praying for these people. This is real sad, man. These people need money, man. Go ahead, bro.
But this is what the airports and airlines should have been doing, bro. Yeah, you take away all their benefits.
Yeah.
Since they don't want to pay these people, then you think these motherfuckers gonna sit here and work for 2-3 months without getting a paycheck, and they got families to feed.
Yeah.
And y'all sitting there paying with their money, but these airports and airlines should have been doing this. They should have been taking away all those benefits that these people get, the VIP access that they get for doing nothing, but controlling y'all money.
And you know the sad part about it is, though, Mayor Socrates, is the reason why these airlines haven't been doing this is because in 2020 they got that huge
stimulus. They got that stimulus.
The government. They got how many billion or whatever it was.
Yeah, because the airlines was damn near out of business, bro. You remember that? They was almost out of business.
They bailed them out, and now since Daddy Trump then sat there and been playing with Department of Homeland Security and all of this, they really can't say too much because they got propped up by the government, by that government money to stay open. So they just...
Man, Trump playing checkers on the chessboard.
5D chess.
So
it's a lot going on, man. We're going to keep our eye on it. PGC Live. Game Changer Podcast. Y'all stay tuned in, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all can hype this video. Do us a favor and hype this video. So send it out to the algorithm.
Yeah, don't y'all forget, man. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.